He's getting songs. I should get some songs, you know?
I like me some Mario songs every now and then.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Nintendo Friends, where we talk about everything gaming, but mostly Nintendo. I am your host, Hector/Del, and with me as always is my co-host and fellow gamer, Abel. How are you doing today, Abel?
What's up, guys? This is a really interesting topic that we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah, you guys really enjoyed our underrated Zelda tracks, so we thought we should do the same thing with Mario.
Yeah.
You know, since Mario, I mean, he's a Zelda guy, I'm the Mario guy.
Yeah.
I figured if he's getting songs, I should get some songs, you know?
I like me some Mario songs every now and then.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's freaking go!
Let's freaking go.
That'll be the beginning of the video.
Okay.
Before we start the video, just remember to like and subscribe. Remember, there's a link to all of our merch.
And 10% off a W when you use the code Nintendo.
Nintendo. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video. So, again, underrated Mario tracks. These are tracks that I think that we obviously think are underrated. Hello, duh. But, yeah, so right away, mine is going to be Flipside from Super Paper Mario. This happens when you go into, near the beginning of the game, you know, when you're in the Flipside level of the game. And, like, it's just so... I've never heard a song like that before. It's very different. It feels like a Mario track, but it doesn't at the same time.
I get that, yeah.
But it, like, again, as far as, like, with the Zelda tracks, it's going to be around the same thing. Even though my picks are going to be a little bit different, but it captures the feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know what, like, the composers for these games, they're freaking geniuses.
Yeah.
Because
they just know how to
they know how to compose a freaking theme, man.
Yeah.
It's you're in a world.
You okay?
It's in a level of, like, uncertainty, unknown, and it kind of captures that with the sound of this track.
Yeah.
So if you ever get a chance, by the way, if you ever get a chance to hear any of these, like, look them up.
Play the game.
And, play the game, but look these up. Like, they're fire.
Yeah. Fire.
Anyway, but that's my first pick, is Flipside from Super Paper Mario.
That's a
wonderful
good one.
game, wonderful song.
So my first pick is going to be actually from Mario Party game. So we decided
Mario Party?
Yeah.
Woo!
So we decided to make this list, obviously, because he has Super Paper Mario. We're not just doing the main series games, we're also doing all the spin-off
include
games.
them other games.
Yeah,
They're Mario games too.
Yeah, anything with Mario in it, essentially.
They
is
deserve
fair
love
game.
too.
Yeah. So I got
What do you got?
Pyramid Park from Mario Party 7. Yeah. Now, that theme, to me, has always been just super cool. When I was a kid and we would play Mario Party 7 on the GameCube, like, that was the land that I always wanted to go on the most. Yeah, just because, like...
It's like the desert, right?
It's
Sahara Desert.
It's the Sahara
area.
Desert, like, area. But something about that theme, like... Because you have, like, in every Mario game, you have, like, the desert world and stuff like that. And they all have their themes. And they're all good. But something about that one, they added, like, a layer of, like... I want to call it like funk or something like that to the desert. It's kind of it's a bit groovy.
Does it have that bass,
bit, you know?
like a good bass, funky bass line?
Like, and it has that, like.
Oh,
you know,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's got that, like, boom, boom, like, kind of like rhythm to it that just makes it super, like. Yeah, don't hit us.
My neck out.
Yeah. It makes it super memorable, and I just always loved listening to it, and it makes the level more fun to just play through. So that's what I got.
Good pick, man. Good pick.
Yeah, thanks.
Next one I have is Piranha Plant Lullaby, and that is probably my favorite, like, one of my favorite Mario tracks of all time from Super Mario 64.
It's such a good.
And
theme.
this happens when, like, this.
So
it's a
good.
bob, y'all. Like. This happens when you're near any of the piranha plants and they're sleeping, and it's got this beautiful, like, lullaby thing. But I want to say, like, during, like, mid song, I don't know, like, in the middle of the song, it's like this staccato thing. It's like dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun
yeah,
dun
yeah,
dun
yeah, 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 yeah.
dun 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 dun. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, but it's very soft. But imagine like if a beat was put on it, like boom 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 boom. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like when I hear that, it's like
Your independent musician is
yeah,
coming
it's
out
like
of
a
you.
yeah, it's like a independent.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like my art, my music,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm pretty sure there's like a remix out there that's got like a beat on it, but like it has that
Quality.
yeah, like it's really complex, and you don't think about it because you're in the game. You're like, oh, don't wake up the plant, but like the music is very, it has a lullaby feel, but it's also a bop. It's very complex. And those are my favorite tracks. Like, I mean, mostly any of these,
Right,
you can
yeah,
really
yeah,
pick if you really want to pick it out and pinpoint like what's different about. And I think it's funny because like these lists, you can find your own like underrated anything tracks because like why it's so special to you or why it's crazy. But that is very like ingrained in my brain.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like it was so well perfectly composed, and like
Right.
I don't know, I don't think it gets talked about a lot.
No, I
Like,
don't think so.
because it's not really a level,
Yeah,
it's like
it's just a little hole in the wall type.
yeah, it's just
tune
like
that
while
you-
it's like snoozing,
Yeah.
that like it's very like throwaway, but man, for a throwaway track,
For real.
it's dope.
A Mario throwaway track is somebody's #1 best song.
Yeah, there
like,
you go. Yeah, there you go.
That just shows the quality of the Mario composers.
Sheesh. But yeah.
All right, so what I got for my next song is actually the Haunted Mansion theme in Super Mario
The
Bros.
Disney movie?
No, not the Haunted Mansion. No, from Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this is
Oh,
whenever,
okay.
Yeah, they have those occasional like haunted
Yeah,
levels that you go through on the maps.
I hate those. Those are
They're
my
hard.
They're freaking hard,
Yeah.
but they're rewarding. But
Yeah. Just that theme I love. I love the whole ghost haunted aspect of Mario games because it's been a staple of the series
they're
for a long
funky
time.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so, one, I just love all the creepy characters. Like you see the Boos, you see the
Mabu things.
the skeleton Koopas, and
yeah.
just all kinds of crazy ghost stuff.
Scary as heck, man. When
Yeah.
they're chasing you.
So, and the music just lends into that so well, and it's just so beautifully integrated, and it makes for a really campy but also really just genuinely good Haunted Mansion song, And I feel like they don't get talked about enough from Super Mario Bros. Wii specifically. So, because I think the ones that get the most attention are the ones from Super Mario World.
Yeah, those first overworlds and stuff like that. I get that.
But I really feel like the one in Super Mario Bros. Wii is super good and underrated. That's why I have it. So
Yeah.
that's what I got for that one.
Nice. It's funny that you say that because my next pick is going to be the beach theme from Super Mario 3D Land. And the world itself or that level, I think is a very typical level in a Mario game. It's
Right,
the beach
yeah.
theme. But it's crazy because it has this very tropical sound.
Yeah.
And it's very I feel like I played Super Mario 3D Land a bunch of times and I don't remember the song necessarily because
Yeah,
I'm really focused on the level, because that level is I'm paying attention to the turtle shells and I'm focused, right? But I was I played that game so many times. When I was doing research for this video, I was like, yo, this song is good. How do I can vibe to this? How it's those and the reason why it's underrated is because I don't give it a second thought.
Yeah.
And it does its job, and what its job is to do is it's to entice me into that world, to
Right.
bring me into that world,
Yeah.
so that I'm not thinking about the music. I'm not thinking about I'm
You're
playing
thinking about the bigger
I'm not
picture.
thinking about I'm playing a video game. I'm
Yeah,
in it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm in it. I'm Mario. I am Mario. Woohoo! But
You're
anyway,
Mario.
I'm Mario, and Mario is a me. Where did that come from? I start getting possessed by Mario. Let's go! Start floating.
Stranger Things.
Oh my
just-
god!
it's fine.
Running up on that hill. Okay, but yeah, the beach theme from Super Mario 3D Land is
Yeah.
so good and tropical. But yeah,
Well, you know what? Actually, it's funny you should mention that because my next track is also a beach theme. Yeah, not planned at all. Mine is Koopa Troopa Beach from Mario Kart 64.
Oh, okay.
That is such a fun, like...
I feel like all of your picks are, like, funky. Like, they're like...
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even, like, try for that. It's just what ended up being
Funky Kong?
Yeah.
You got Funky Kong over here.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was in a funky mood. I wanted to get jiggy with it. Anyways.
Get jiggy with
as
it?
the kids say. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I was just in, like, a funky mood when I was making this list.
Yeah,
but,
for sure. It's all good. It's your list.
Yeah. And when I was listening to the song, it's just something about it that's so, like, it's got, like, what really sticks out the most is the I forget the name of the instrument, but it's that classic beach, like, kind of Jamaican sounding.
Oh, like the steel drums.
The steel drums.
Yeah.
There you go. It's so heavy on the steel drums, like.
I love that steel drum sound.
I know, and it's just got that, like, and you can hear, like, seagulls in the background and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think there's even, like, a wave sound effect or something where it's just like constantly going through, and I'm like, man, it makes me want to go to the beach, you know? And so I love that song. I love racing on that track. Song aside, it's a really fun
64?
track. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you said 64 or
64.
SNES?
No, 64.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
It's the where the stupid crabs. Like, where they get in your way.
Yeah.
And then there's that, like, secret entrance behind the waterfall and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you can play it now on Nintendo Switch Online.
So get Nintendo Switch Online, then you can listen to that great song. But that's what I got for that. So it's funny that we also have two beach themes.
Nice.
They're just so good.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned beach theme. No, like, I have another beach theme. And it's the Bub Lane.
That's right.
The Bub Lane level from Super Mario Odyssey.
Mario water themes are just so good.
Well, I guess. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not a fan of, like, the underwater. Well, maybe the music, yeah.
Yeah,
not the levels.
The
like,
classic.
Any
music,
any Nintendo water thing is like, no thank you.
Yeah,
Water Temple, no thank you. Underwater level in Super Mario Bros. NES, no thank you. Like, and anything underwater in Super Mario Bros. Games.
Wet Dry World.
No thank you.
Mario 64, no.
My God. But this
music.
Level, no. But this level for Bub Lane in Super Mario Odyssey, it was another one of those tracks where when I took a look back, I played that game so many times. It's probably the most game I've played on Switch, and and I love that level, because it's a mixture of underwater and, like, beach. So, like, you're on the land, there's a lot of stuff to do on land, much more stuff to do underwater, but, like, the music in the background, it fits so perfectly. Again, it's, like, tropical, but, like, this one is actually very subtle. There's nothing about it that screams like
you're in the beach.
Look at me, like, it's very subtle.
The 64
but it's very
one's kind of like that.
So it's very efficient in what it does. Again, it's like it is more of a background track. It's not really in your face. Like when you're playing a Mario level, it's like especially like it's in your face. The tracks are usually in your face. This one is literally like a background track, and like it works. It fits so perfectly.
That's cool though.
Well together. So like look it up. If you've played Super Mario Odyssey and you hear me say that level, Bub Lane, you're like, yeah, I know that level. How does the music go? Oh man, I can't remember it. Go look it up, and it's wonderful. Wonderful.
Awesome. So my next one actually has an interesting story behind it.
Do tell.
Yes, I will. Quite. So, for those who don't know, I actually, as my job, I'm a piano teacher. I had a student who was like about 15, and he was way into video game music, and so every now and then we'd like take a break from the curriculum, and I would say like, well, what's a song you want to learn? And he comes to me one day, and he says, there's a song that I really want to learn from a Mario game, and I was like, okay, it's probably something well known. And he goes, it's the older Shroob battle theme. But he came up to me and he was like, I want to learn this song. And so I actually hadn't heard it before.
So you know how to play it now?
So yeah, I know how to play it on piano now.
Sweet.
But he played it for me and I was like, man, this song sounds so dope. And it does, like, for those who have played the game or just for those who know the song, like, it's this really intense, like, battle song, and it has this kind of, like, medieval type vibe to it, where it's
Ooh,
just
I'm
like
here for that. Yeah.
And it just goes into like this like and it's like it's so like awesome. And when I taught it to him, when we finally like finished learning it, it was fun. It was so fun to like teach that song to him. We had the sheet music and everything,
So he knows it
like,
too.
Yeah, he knows it too.
Nice.
He likes playing it all the time. It got to the point where, like, as one of his warm-ups, I would, like, have him just play that song because he loves playing it so much.
Oh, that's good.
But it got to the point where, like, he was so good at playing it, and I was like, you know what, let's try it on a different, like, little instrument on the keyboard here. So his favorite thing was to play it on the organ. You know, he could, like, change the
like
sound settings.
The setting of the
I'm in this, like, classroom while other lessons are going on, and
Playing
he's
a
just
Mario
blaring
track.
this loud organ rendition
Gosh.
of this Mario song.
Thank you, Jacob.
Yep.
Because of you, we have content.
You got
now.
good taste in music,
Yeah.
son. I'm proud of you.
Son. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
All right, last one that I have is a song that, again, the reason why we say these are underrated is because they are overlooked. They may be annoying to some people. They may be, and I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people are going like hate this song.
We love this song.
But I love this song. Dun, 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 dun. It's Jump Up Superstar from Super Mario Odyssey. Man, I don't care what anyone says. I know that there are people when they went to E3 in 2017.
Oh yeah.
Like there was a Mario booth there, and it was just playing
Constantly.
non-stop, and like people were so like fed up with it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I haven't gotten tired of that song yet. It's been years. I got my
6
Switch in
years, I think,
2019,
almost.
so like how much? Like that? Yeah, that's like 5 years that
Yeah.
I've had my Switch, and that's my favorite game on Switch, and I love it. And I looked at the lyrics and I was like, yo, like this is a good song. Like, this is a really well-crafted song. And especially like the memory that it has for me, is that's playing when you're doing the old school Donkey Kong really huge thing in New Donk City. And like you're going around that tower, you're going on that level, and it's Super Mario Bros. / Donkey Kong level or whatever. It's like, but that really holds a special place in my heart. And I know it annoys the heck out of people. That's why I put it on here. That's why it's at the top of my list, because it can get irritating. I can see why it can get irritating.
Well, because when the game was coming out, that song was
That's all it
everywhere.
played, yeah.
Every single trailer,
But it's so
every single
it's so funky. It's so like
upbeat.
Jump Up Superstar, hey.
It's like a great Broadway sounding song.
Yeah, it's like
I think that's probably why.
And that girl who sings it, she does a heck of a job.
Yeah.
They played it live, I think, that year, or the Game Awards that year.
Yeah, I think so.
And
yeah.
she killed it. So, but that's my pick.
Cool. So for my last pick, I have something from arguably the most, next to the original Super Mario Bros., the most famous Mario game of all time, Super Mario 64.
Oh, nice.
I actually have.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear this one.
I actually have the Bowser's Castle theme from Super Mario 64.
Oh, yeah.
I
a good one.
love that song so much.
That is a good one.
Yeah. I just think it's so cool. I love, the Mario 64 soundtrack is so like it's set apart from all of the other soundtracks. Like there's something about the way they the instrumentation and like the sound of it.
Yeah, it like screams 64.
Yeah, exactly. Just like how Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire like have that like very like specific sounding like instrumental like soundtrack that everybody knows is like GBA. This is like pure 64 like sound, and that Bowser's theme just like it makes it shine so much. Like,
yeah, people don't talk about that song. They usually when they mention like 64, Super Mario 64, you talk about like Slide, you talk about the main theme, you talk about inside the castle walls, Peach's castle walls. You don't hear Bowser's castle theme.
Yeah, and if you talk about Bowser's castle Bowser's catheter.
Man, that was funny. I don't know why that was funny. Baldur's Castle. It's the best. 22. Sound like Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
See, Baldur's Castle, the bestest. That's why.
So I like it a lot.
You know what's weird? You had Ganon's like tower theme, the organ theme, and you have like Bowser. That's weird.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's crazy.
So weird. As my like final song.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It wasn't the final song on the last video. Oh, but you did have it. Right, you did have it in there.
I did have it on the list.
So like that's just really crazy to me. But
yeah.
But it kind of, it's a real list because like it stays true to like what you like musically.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's cool.
Like who we are as musicians, or just like what our
or just like people.
Are.
Yeah, like people. So anyway, well there it is, guys. Our 10 underrated Mario songs. I really like these like topics. Like music is a big thing for us. We're both musicians. I'm more of like a guitar person. He's more of a piano player. But like we really, when we talk about music and we talk about gaming, and like these two topics, they're very like close to our hearts.
Right. Very intertwined with our lives.
Yeah, it's very personal, we try to make everything personal, but like this especially, just who we are as people. Yeah. So like I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's like why we get it down like perfectly.
Right.
But I really hope that you guys enjoyed these. Let us know what else you want to hear. Like
I'm sure.
What other game? Like do you want to hear like, dude? I can't wait to like we should do like a Pokemon one.
Oh yeah,
like that'll be
so dope.
You know how long it's gonna take us to do a Pokemon? Like the research I gotta do.
Yeah.
But if that were to happen,
there's so
honestly,
many route themes. There's so many.
Oh my gosh, for me it might be. No, I could see a couple of like
Route 209.
I thought it would be like Pokemon Red and Blue or like Gold, but I feel like there's some like X, Y, and Pokemon Sun and Moon.
I could talk about X and Y themes like all day.
Okay, save it for the thing. But like,
be on the lookout though. We're gonna do that. That's
for
gonna
sure.
happen.
Yeah, some point. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember you can listen to us on Spotify, the Anchor app, Apple Podcasts, and as well as on YouTube.
From us here at Nintendo Friends, thank you for being our player too. We'll see you on the next episode.